You are listening to a summary of Flux, a book by Rinne. Like many leaders today, you may feel the modern environment of dynamic change challenges your ability to adapt, let alone thrive. A world in flux requires a mindset shift, one that treats constant change as the new normal. Rinne calls on you to discover your superpowers, 8 counterintuitive yet well-grounded practices that will help you rethink your relationship with change. Rinne argues that everything you do affects how you navigate change. Integrating the author's essential mindset shifts into your daily life gives you the resilience you need to forge ahead. So let's begin. Here's takeaway 1. Change is the new normal now, so learn to adapt to it. Change surrounds you. With the constant flux in the economy, the pandemic, new weather patterns, social tensions, and workplaces out of kilter, the future no longer feels predictable, even though it never was. You might welcome some changes, such as a new job or new relationship, but most people prefer the predictable status quo. You may feel anxious and out of balance, not only because of the uncertainty and fear that unexpected change brings, but also because of how quickly change now occurs. Change is the new normal now, so learn to adapt to it. People follow personal paths or scripts that define their values and help them map out their futures. In an ever-changing world, these scripts break. Moreover, these scripts don't ask you to reflect on what you truly want. Embracing the theory of flux helps you adapt to a changing world. Embrace a flux mindset. Open your mind to see change not as a threat, but as an opportunity. Find the core values that guide you and embrace these values, such as faith in others, trust, or a belief in diversity. Recognize that you can grow. Develop superpowers to change the way you see the world. For example, learn to let go of the future rather than trying to control it, or aim not only to get a job, but to amass a portfolio of career interests and accomplishments that give you flexibility in a changing job market. Write a new personal script using 8 Flux superpowers that strengthen your ability to adapt to change and uncertainty. Now let's hear the second takeaway. Integrate 8 Flux superpowers into your life to help you adapt to change. First, run slower. Applying your first superpower, slow down and learn that responding quickly to everything rarely yields the best results. Because the external world keeps changing, you need to pause, be present, and make wiser, not faster decisions. Society pushes the concept of FOMO, the fear of missing out, and in today's 24/7 world, you do miss a lot. But pushing yourself to keep up with everything increases stress and anxiety and causes you to miss seeing what you truly value. You may aim for goals set by others instead of working to better yourself. When you pause, you focus your attention on yourself, slow down, create more value over time, and improve your chances of success. Instead of chasing multiple tangents, give full attention to what's important and relevant. Flip the script to enjoy and focus on the present. First, practice patience. Condition yourself, for example, by waiting for an appointment without filling the time with a meaningless activity, such as following social media or playing games online. Second, create a not-to-do list instead of a to-do list. This will help you realize where you should invest your valuable time. And third, create moments of silence to notice the world around you. For example, find a spot near a forest or lake and allow the natural world to captivate your attention. Okay, here's the next takeaway. Second, learn to see the invisible. Your background and cultural norms train you to see only certain elements of the big picture. You grow up with a focus on goals and values and merge these views with societal expectations. Yet when change hits and disrupts your long-held view, you lose your balance. The narrower the view, the more unbalanced you feel. Applying your second superpower, expand your vision to see beyond what is in front of you. Product marketing exemplifies how today's culture trains people to focus on the visible. It pushes people to consume and grooms you to see only your needs and wants. It also fools you into not seeing how relentless consumption drains your finances and negatively affects the environment. With a wider perspective, you can more easily shift with the winds of change. In addition, you will see opportunity and innovative solutions in the margins. When you see more options, you position yourself to navigate the waves of uncertainty. Open your perspective and recognize that you can shift your mindset. Look at each opportunity with curiosity, not judgment. Now let's hear takeaway 4. Third, get lost. Today's dynamic environment leaves many people feeling unmoored as they uncomfortably try to navigate a sea of change and uncertainty. In the old script, people equated being lost with failure. Likewise, business leaders corral their workers to follow a defined path and view getting lost as a threat to efficiency and productivity. Yet when workers veer from the defined path, organizations experience increased creativity and innovation because these workers see opportunities for inventive and diverse thinking. Applying your third superpower, get comfortable getting lost. This means reaching outside your comfort zone and considering different perspectives so you can see different paths forward. When change rattles you, you gain perspective, you see opportunity and more easily change direction. Many feel uncomfortable with the idea of getting lost, but you can enhance this superpower by doing the following. Reflect on your emotions when encountering change and consider what happens if you shift your immediate response. Intentionally travel with only a vague destination in mind and see what happens. Ignore your GPS to reflect on your surroundings without the aid of technology. Blindfold yourself to heighten your senses and increase your awareness, and understand that getting lost increases your ability to adapt to uncertainty. All right, here's another takeaway. Fourth, start with trust. Examples abound of instances of eroded trust. Companies insist on non-disclosure agreements. Parents warn children of stranger danger. Employers require weekly timesheets. This undercurrent of mistrust replaces optimism with fear, crushes curiosity, damages relationships, and impedes people's ability to adapt to change. Applying your fourth superpower, replace the old script of mistrust and assume good intentions. Start from a place of trust. With trust comes a responsibility and an assumption that others share this responsibility. Examples of functional trust today include online encyclopedias, such as Wikipedia, microfinance programs in underserved communities, open source software, and car and ride-sharing platforms. Take steps to start with trust in your new script. First, stop hiding and trust others with your information. In the workplace, this means fostering an open and cooperative culture. In your personal life, this means assuming good intentions in your relationships. And second, integrate vulnerability into your mindset. In your personal and work life, this strengthens your relationships and gives you the resilience and flexibility to adapt when change comes your way. Without trust in others and yourself, the ubiquity of change is more than unsettling. It can break you. Rethink how you relate to others and start with trust. Now for the sixth takeaway. You can never satisfy the goal of always having more. So fifth, know you're enough. A consumer-oriented culture feeds the idea that more is better and encourages people to think they can never have enough power, money, choices, or success. This lust for more ignores two fundamental ideas. Having more leaves many with not enough, and having more does not lead to a greater sense of well-being, self-respect, or internal satisfaction. By extension, the desire for more tangible things ignores the intangibles, such as fresh air, compassion for others, and time. Applying your fifth superpower, rewrite your definition of enough in your personal life and as a business leader. When you rewrite your script, recognize that adding more to your life does not improve your sense of satisfaction. In fact, In a world of constant change, knowing what enough means to you opens your eyes to what really matters, brings greater contentment, and nourishes the flexibility you need to adapt. Instead of adding to your life, consider subtracting to find your enough. Unsubscribe from magazine subscriptions or phone apps. Sever a toxic relationship. Sell items you don't use. Go meeting free for a day, and bow out of clubs or hobbies that no longer inspire you. People need genuine relationships, support, and a spirit of generosity. Aspects of life the competitive spirit of more impedes. Focus on what counts as your true wealth, not something you hold on to, but something you share, and how having enough can make you whole. Okay, let's hear the next takeaway. 6th, create your portfolio career. Applying your 6th Flux superpower, create a portfolio career by finding work that motivates you and draws on your multifaceted skills. One might, for example, spend 10 years working in marketing before launching a yoga studio. A lawyer might leave her successful law practice to begin producing documentaries. A project manager for a science research organization might partner in a pottery studio. You no longer need to define your career according to your job title. Instead, let your interests inspire you to pursue different career tracks, sometimes simultaneously. The speed with which businesses shifted to remote work conditions during the COVID-19 pandemic, for example, underscores the appeal of portfolio careers. Cultivate a portfolio career by taking stock of your skills, expertise, and passions. Combine these to find your niche and apply your unique mix of interests to fill needs in the work community. Reach for opportunities inside and outside traditional workplaces or industries. Create a career identity that reflects your inspirations and values. We've reached the 8th takeaway, the 7th Flux superpower. Be all the more human and serve other humans. Technology infiltrates every aspect of your life, but its advantages come at a cost to human relationships. For example, you may experience alienation, witness online bullying, and use technology to escape the world. Apply your 7th superpower by changing your relationship with technology and reconnecting with other people. Recognize the power of collaboration and human relationships, and share the vulnerabilities you feel when you encounter uncertainty and change. The complementary forces of yin and yang have shifted in today's society. Yang energy represents control, and dominance overshadows its counterpart, yin, which represents service and fostering relationships. A society cannot reach its full potential without these interdependent energies working in harmony. An unyielding approach to change and uncertainty will fail. What people want and need in times of change is harmonic balance between yin and yang elements, which will foster increased human connection and shared humanity. Collaborative leaders who support team members in their efforts, and organizations that support diversity and inclusiveness. Now for the final takeaway. You cannot control the future, so 8th, let go of the future. Others teach you early in life that if you plan, work hard, and make the right moves, then things will go as you expect. But no one can predict the future. You can control what you do, but not the external circumstances that may influence your outcomes. Applying your 8th and final Flux superpower. Learn to let go of your future and focus on living for today. Recognize that you cannot control the future. Focus on what you can control, your response to unexpected change and uncertainty. Shift your perspective. Instead of fearing change and expecting the worst, embrace change and imagine the best. Begin each day anticipating the good and focusing on the present. That was a summary of Flux, a book by April Rinne. Let's recap the 9 takeaways. Takeaway 1. Change is the new normal now, so learn to adapt to it. Takeaway 2. Integrate 8 Flux superpowers into your life to help you adapt to change. First, run slower. The third takeaway. Second, learn to see the invisible. Takeaway 4. Third, get lost. Takeaway 5. Fourth, start with trust. Takeaway 6. You can never satisfy the goal of always having more. So fifth, know you're enough. The seventh takeaway? Sixth, create your portfolio career. Takeaway 8. Seventh, be all the more human and serve other humans. And the final takeaway, you cannot control the future. So eighth, let go of the future.